Your Excellency, this is a great honor today to join us at the Africa Coffee Park, a dream that started from a small dream that in 2022, you came and visited that small dream with 2 small factories. At the time then, Your Excellency, we were at 28 acres, and those 28 acres actually were not even from me, but from my father who went to be with the Lord and my mom. And that dream, Your Excellency, in Mama, how it came from, I remember at one point, I was among the first 3 young people that were selected to go and visit President Barack Obama in White House because indeed of the work of empowering the youth that I was working in the country and in Africa. And I want to remind you, Your Excellency, I remember in 2014, you also attended one of our gatherings and gave us support to keep pushing the ideology of the young people and entrepreneurs. So I can't forget that. Your Excellency, that dream while I was in the US, going to visit President Barack Obama, the 3 of us in Africa, where I was residing, or Frank working in the World Bank then, we realized that I had not gotten a gift from Uganda. By God's chance, we got into a Somali coffee shop and found Kapchora coffee and paid $79, which was just 250 grams, not a kilo. Please mark that. 250 grams from Kapchora. I bought it in the United States at $79. It didn't make sense then. Some of you who have visited the president, you know how the anxiety and excitement you get when you're going to visit a head of state. It didn't make sense. But when I came out and flew back to Uganda, I asked my mom, how much do we sell our coffee? I was never a coffee guy. I was a tech survey, young people. I was in my world of IT. I even never thought about coffee. My mom told me, who is not here, she's not feeling well today. My mom told me that our coffee is 4,200 shillings a kilo, which is 1.5 or even less than $1.2. That, friends, made me crazy in my head. And allow me to say this. I know a couple of you call me a crazy man. But my craziness, it came out from my mom telling me that we are selling a kilo of coffee at 4,200. And then I bought a quarter of it, same coffee from Uganda, at $79. When that came into my mind, I was already listening to Your Excellency. I was already listening to your speeches. They never made sense to me. When His Excellency would be saying, we are donating, you go in speeches of 1994, 1992. It didn't make sense, Your Excellency, when you'd say that we are donating to you, the white people, that for every kilo of coffee we give you, we are donating you so much money to you. Your Excellency, until then, when my mom told me that a kilo of coffee was 4,200, which is about $1.2, in that space, Your Excellency, that speech about coffee and dairy and others never made sense to me. Friends, those of you who call me a madman, who call me a crazy man, I'm crazy because my mom and other women must get a better price for their coffee. Friends, and Your Excellency, I'm from a very peasant background. As you know, I told you my dad, who comes from here, died when we were very young people. I'm a second coffee generation farmer. My father and my grandparents grew coffee. But I can comfortably tell you, friends, comrades, and Your Excellency, through those hills that you're driving today, I footed the whole of my primary school, Chitunga, without shoes. And I was a second generation coffee farmer. It started making sense to me, Your Excellency, when you said we are donating and donating. And then I took it a notch higher that, Your Excellency, why Africa, we've not proceeded too much is because indeed of what you've been telling us, that we've been donating and selling our coffee at $2.50, and the other people get even $20 and $30 and $40. That, my friends, our African people, is a war before us. Is a war that we must fight. Is a war for all the politicians, for all the young people, that we joined our hands and be with His Excellency and fight this war. Your Excellency, I want to thank you before all these people and the media. If it wasn't you, this dream would not take shape. And I want to confirm this to you, friends. Your Excellency, I am sure, and I confirm, it is only God who sent you to save this dream. Allow me to say why. His Excellency knows we have gone through tough times to where this project is today. Comfortably tell you that even to an extent, to be put in prison at the airport because of this dream. But His Excellency believed in us. His Excellency believed in me and said, this dream must continue. And liberate the people of Uganda, the people of Africa. I want to remind you, Excellency, when you're here, the last time you're here, you mentioned to us that this is Entango. Entango, the African Renaissance. Him and I, when we're joking, we say, the spirits of Africa are from here. I can tell you why. Today we are celebrating the mustard seed at 40. And that's His Excellency. He's from here. Today, the mustard seed is sitting with Mama, who is from here. I can assure you, and those who know God, those who are spiritual, some of these things are spiritual. The entango and the foundation for the revolution, the industrialization of Africa, the real spirits of Africa take Africa to the next level. The Africa Renaissance that we talk could be here. And that's why I'm even not apologetic about my dress code. When we see about young people being used by other people on the streets and putting red overalls and whatever overalls. The young people must start putting the overalls of industrialization. And that's the true Africa, and that's the true renaissance that our president, the mustard seed you see there that was sown in the ground, went to Ruero, Katonga, Mozambique, and was never dead at all and was watered by the grace of God. That's the true African renaissance that we are celebrating today. Friends, as I end, I want to call another friend of mine and give him a minute. But also, who is the chairman of my board at the Africa Coffee Group? Dr. Limlim from Karamoja, please, would you come and say a word to our congregation? As Dr. Limlim comes comfortably and openly, I want to say, His Excellency and Dr. Limlim believed in this idea from the word go. No wonder His Excellency said this collab of the Karamajong and the Ntungamo people could cause us to have a big dream for Africa. In a quick way, I want to give you a minute because we are short of time to say hello and know how we are doing, and then I will conclude in a minute.
Thank you very much, Ndugu Nelson, and thank you, Your Excellency, and congratulations, Mama, for winning this victory we've just seen. I say this also just freshly coming from Karamoja, which was #1 in Uganda, voting the president. Thank you very much. We trust in your leadership. Mr. President, thank you for giving us a way to liberate Uganda, not this time using the arms, but this time using the economic opportunities. With this young man, Nelson, and with the board that we have formed, we are ready to use this next 5 years Kisanja to the maximum and make Uganda's products present and dominant in the market of coffee. We have stepped into the allowed territory. We have stepped into the territory that had been closed for Uganda and the developing countries by the global north. Today, with your permission, I would like to say the young people and entrepreneurs of Uganda are going to challenge the ceiling and break it until the products of Uganda are found in the north and the south and the globe of the world. I want to introduce my board. Just quickly come round so that the boss can see all of you. We're in a war and we must be visible in the fight against problems of our country, against the economic disenfranchisement of our people, and we want to show the president that he has got the troops that he can command, and the war will be won. All right, one by one. Jangu Nyabo.
Your Excellency and Mama, my name is Athaire Muhwezi Agaba. I serve as the board secretary.
Your Excellency and Mama, I'm Major General retired Fred Mujisha. I'm a board member.
Your Excellency and Mama, congratulations. I'm called Edwin Muzahura, and I'm the board vice chairperson.
Your Excellency and Mama, Engineer Shiba Choutunji, thank you, a board member.
Thank you. We have also Mrs. Tugume, who is not, I think she's still sitting somewhere. She's also a board member. With this team, I can assure you, you have the ingredients to lead this vision and take it to the level of success. There she comes. Please come say hello to the president.
I'm Atkunda Muhwezi Tugume. I'm a member on the board.
Thank you very much. So this board is both technical, but also sensitive to all the other varieties of our society. We have brought all skills here. Mr. President, thank you for visiting us. I'm sure you have seen the factory. We have only 2 issues left to get this factory moving very well, and I want to say them. Number 1 is power. We'd like to request that, Mr. President, you do everything possible to ensure that the dedicated line for power can be here and the factory will run 24 hours. The second one is water. This one is already in progress. It's within our command, and we are ready to move. I think within the next couple of weeks, there will be enough water in this hill coming from river 8 kilometers away from here, and we'll be supplying over 1.2 million liters of water, which this factory needs every day. But the power is in the hands of the Minister of Energy, and that's why, Mr. President, I would like that you prevail and ensure that this power is availed to us. With those few words, I want to thank you, Mr. President, for visiting us, and to thank Mama for being present and our inspiration. When you are busy doing other things, we consult Mama, and Mama gives us a lot of inspiration. And thank you so much. Really, I want to say Uganda is blessed to have a jewel, a young jewel, a man of determination and courage. With all this, we will be able to win the next war of economic fight. And that is Nelson Tugume. I want to request the public to really applaud this young man and thank him for being courageous. Mr. President, I want to thank also the Minister of STI and her team. They are really fully behind this factory and this great dream. Without them, I don't think that would have navigated many ways, and you heard the minister talking about it here. When we have such ministers who believe in the sense of what we are doing and put words and action together, we will only win. We thank you for maintaining that the minister continues to support us, because we had that debate, and I'm glad that we have a home in the STI ministry.
Thank you, Chairman. Finally, Your Excellency, my great thanks before you. Number 1 is Mama, who is looking at me, Your Excellency, at many times when things are not going well, when we are down, when the hyenas, I know you went to Ontario school, the same school I did. When the hyenas are just around wanting to eat us, once in a while, Mama invites us and prays for us. I want you to clap for Mama and thank the Lord. Mama, your prayers have taken away us from the hyenas. Yes. And on this special recognition, probably I may not have a moment. Inspire Africa Group and the Africa Coffee Park has a beautiful gift for you. I hope the protocol can bring it and show it to people. It has been because of that prayer. Because of that prayer that you invite us as your children and pray for us. Of course, the other person that I would like to thank, sorry, today I'm going to thank women, because I was brought by a single mother. My mom, who is not here, and probably one of the reasons why she's not well is because of this dream. She's been a great support in my life and this dream. The third one, of course, is my wife, Your Excellency. With some of these things we do, you need a great support of a wife. If you don't have, I think things can go wrong. And to all the women, thank you for supporting us and supporting your husbands. And finally, I know this person is not around, Your Excellency. There is someone here called Jen. She has been cooking for this entire site since when we started. I know she may not be here, but such women need to be recognized. She cooked when we didn't have money. She cooked even when we didn't pay her, to make sure this job continues and brought to the end. Finally, Your Excellency, I was waiting for those gifts to come. Your Excellency, that first one is yours, and it's a symbolic of the mustard seed at 40, of where you brought us from and where we are today, and very eager to go to the next level. And Mama, that is yours for that prayer. Thank you, Excellency. I want to say one thing more. While at Cairo, about, I think, 3 months ago, His Excellency told us in Egypt that we can navigate the River Nile and connect Alexandria and Uganda. Your Excellency, that point, that seed is still in my mind. And to have a person like you who thinks like that is not just on a blessing, but you're special, Your Excellency. I know what that means, and today, that's why I brought you your entrepreneurs who you're going to gift or award. We have called this the Mustard Seed Awards, Your Excellency, to transplant your legacy and what you've been teaching, your ideology, to many of us, the young people, that even 200 years, 2,000 years from today, this legacy called the mustard seed shall be known to Uganda and shall be known to Africa. And that's why today, Your Excellency, we are awarding entrepreneurs that you will be able to give the placards, and it's going to be a yearly event, Your Excellency, a day before the liberation. And I want to ask you and your government that you put this in this calendar, that every year we celebrate this mustard seed. I want to thank you, Your Excellency, and I want to thank the board. I want to thank you, the coffee farmers, STI, Dr. Honore Musenero, and your team. And by the way, Your Excellency, I also don't want to not to thank you to have pardoned our brother and even my relative, Kano Mande, to have come back into the country. Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless Africa. And Your Excellency, we are honored once again to be with us. God bless you.